Castle Ventures is a leading strategy developer in the world's financial markets with various learning options tailored to your needs, all with the goal of financial freedom. So with me, CEO David Rojas, to talk about what is going on, the latest with Blue Castle. So Happy New Year. Bring me up to date.
Happy New Year, and thank you for having me once more.
Yeah. What's the latest?
So basically, we are with big projects for this new year. We're going to upgrade all our technological framework regarding our customers' accounts for learning, for different options that we have. And we keep going with all the projects that we have been working on last year. There are going to be some exciting news maybe later on that we have some possibilities to do some things in the United States. So all the people who have been waiting for Blue Castle to come in the States soon, hopefully soon. Okay. So we're very happy with that. And we continue with courses, training courses, and educating people on the financial markets the best way we can. And so far so good. All our customers very happy. We keep growing, and we have lots of expectations for this year. Since I don't know, I think it could be a good year for stocks in general and the market in general. It depends on how geopolitical things work around, right?
Yeah, no, it feels like there's a lot of potential hotspots, but now, of course, the big news was the Bitcoin ETF began trading on January 12th. And do you see that playing into any of your offerings?
You know what? I think that finally killed the dream of whoever invented Bitcoin. Because if you see who took over in the end were the big institutions, what in the street is known as the suits.
Yeah.
The big firms in the end got the bigger hand on this, and you can reflect, well, at the moment, that as an impact to stocks that mine crypto outside of the ETFs. Like, smart money is just going to focus on the ETFs and these new companies like Marathon or Riot that used to be kind of the stocks that will react with Bitcoin swings and crypto in general have been hit. I think Marathon reached 52 weeks high like a couple of weeks ago, and now it's just plummeting. And you see the same effect in all of them. And I think a lot of money is coming out of these new companies and going to the ETFs. But it's still like very early to determine if it's going to be a game changer. It's a big milestone indeed. But my opinion, and this is a personal opinion, I still believe that we need collaterals when we are trading something. So for me, Bitcoin still feels like Fugazi, Mm-hmm. I still believe that we can still trade things that we can quantify. I think crypto is still, a lot of just emotions. It's not really something that you can quantify. Of course, people who are, diehard fans of crypto will think otherwise, but well, that's my personal opinion, like I say. Yeah. And I try to, there are good opportunities in the market. For example, what happened with Spirit Airlines, that dip yesterday. And just seeing people on online with this, since the Spirit Airlines ticker is safe, and it's like #SafeSafe. It was funny. So it's the same thing that you can see with markets. It's emotion. It's people moving numbers just because, right? And there you can see very good opportunities. You could have purchased that dip into $4. Now it's kind of around 6 or 7. Then afterwards, they will say they were going to advise JetBlue to fight or appeal. So, there's a lot of opportunity with quantifiable things and companies, just to keep focusing on something that it's pure speculative. So that's just my 2 cents.
Well, and I know that you did work with some crypto a couple of years ago, then kind of pivoted away from that. Would the Bitcoin ETF cause you to take a second look?
No. What we did was still taking it was what we related to when we were related to crypto was basically to stay out of the banking sort of regulation, right? Just to stay on the kind of on the sides with this, to explore if there were opportunities. What we did connected to crypto somehow was the NFT play, right? But we were the only company that didn't trade just images. We traded real paintings. So we had an actual collateral. That's why people who are still our customers and we trade paintings and other art things, they're still making very good money. I remember we had paintings that started like at, I don't know, $200, and today they're worth $7,000-8,000. So it's a very good, and in a matter of a year. And we actually had an expo. We launched one of our artists in the Beckham Museum last year. There in New York, we had an expo, and that catapulted our artists to new levels, and her paintings just kept growing. So you see that still with collaterals, we were able to get really good results. Whereas you see people who purchase NFTs, they purchase NFTs, I don't know, for $2 million, $3 million. Today they cannot get more than $20,000 for them.
So even that. So
yeah, like I don't know who would buy that nowadays. So that's the thing. And what we use with crypto is just the security part of cryptography, right? So all our data, it's stored in our blockchain. That's all that we did. But since last year, since our last interview, I mentioned we want just to distance ourselves from the name NFTs, because in the real world, actually that closes a lot of doors. Like up to today, like Blue Castle doesn't have like lines of credit or anything like to bridge some of our operations if we ever need to. Everything that we do is just basically what we can do with our purchase and sales of stocks, the images and art trade. And that's remarkable because we have almost quadrupled our sales last year. So the year before, we kind of doubled them. Now we quadrupled them. So it's we keep growing. And I think it's remarkable that we have done that without getting into debt.
Yeah,
I think that's also really important. So no, we keep distancing ourselves from the name, like the words NFT or crypto or all of that. We just want to focus on the new verticals that we want to develop, the ones that we have mentioned before. We're still working on them because it takes time.
I wanted to ask you about that, the verticals. Like, explain what those are and what you're working on.
Yes, we want to like sort of dive into more like industries that we see that in the future have more value for people. So, for example, we want to dive into the care for elders, but at the same time, we want to invest in anti-aging technologies, combining with AI. So we want to try to get this part done. Also, the digital certificates, which we could provide our customers somehow with some, I don't know, profit from what the company does. We still do the things with art. Also, the digital, in the future, hopefully, like in the financial part, like the digital mortgages, we still have the same projects. It's just that as the world changes to some direction, we always try to accommodate our work and our goals to what is trendier, right? Because the trend is what brings investors, is what brings money into the company. And not many companies have like the plasticity or the flexibility to adapt to the markets. For example, if you are an airline, you're stuck being an airline. If you are, I don't know, a car company, well, you can maybe dive into some other things. But Blue Castle keeps those verticals open so we can see which one of them grow faster, but we haven't forgotten of any of them. We still want to do financial products for our customers, vertical farming, that's still pretty much in our future. The health part, which is the elderly care and anti-aging technologies, and way down, which is the most expensive one, energy. So we keep our goals straight. We keep our focus on what's moving faster and what brings revenue, because when we get revenue profit, we always reinvest in the company. In a way, we can go to the next step. And that's what has kept us, stable all these years, despite all the turmoil in the markets.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for the update. And
no, thank you for inviting me, and hope to see you soon in New York sometime.
Yes, I think we will see you soon here in New York. So thanks so much, David, for joining us.
Thank you. Bye.